Hello students. After knowing what is acid, base and salt, let us move ahead in the lesson. In this module, we are going to find out about a substance which will help us know what is an acid, what is a base and how to find out a salt. Can you see a color bar shown on the screen? It ranges from 0 to 14. So this is basically what we are looking at is an indicator. And indicators is what we are going to study in this topic. How to know acid or base without tasting it? Do you remember we started the lesson with an activity wherein you actually tasted some things and then you recorded, oh, this is sour, this is bitter, and maybe acids are sours and bases are bitter. But do you feel that it would be an appropriate way to keep on tasting things? Don't you feel that sometimes the tastes can be deceptive? Sometimes it would be really dangerous to taste a substance without knowing its chemical properties. So to mitigate this, I need something which will indicate whether a particular substance is acidic in nature or basic in nature. So this is where we come with indicators. So what are indicators? They are chemical substances. What do? They indicate the presence of an acid or a base with the help of a color change. When do they do it? When you add them in a solution. So I take a solution, I add the chemical substance that is an indicator and I see a color change, and that color tells me whether the substance that I had taken is acidic in nature or basic in nature. After knowing about indicators, let's try and find out what is in stock for indicators. Means, what are the different types of indicators that I have? Look at this flowchart. I can categorize indicators as natural or synthetic indicators. Natural means definitely they are prepared from substances which are available in nature, like turmeric, China rose. China rose often called as chini gulab. Okay, and it is very easy to make them. Now, other than natural indicators, there is a second type which is called as synthetic indicators. Synthetic means they are chemical based, they are prepared in the lab. Phenolphthalein, we'll see an experiment using phenolphthalein as an indicator, as well as methyl orange. Note, there are many types of natural and synthetic indicators. These are just two examples. Tell me if you know more about them. What do you see on the picture? Do you see something green colored thing that is covering the bark of a tree? Do you think this covered green thing is living or non-living? Now, if you have revised your previous lessons, I'm sure you will definitely know what this is. This is a lichen, a natural environmental indicator, and we are going to use this lichen to get a litmus paper. So it's a journey of lichen to litmus. Now if you see in the picture, you can see two different colors of litmus paper. One is red litmus paper and the other is blue litmus paper. Both these litmus papers are being created from a dye which is extracted using lichens. Like I said earlier, lichen is an environmental indicator. So you can definitely, the study says that if in your environment there are lichens growing on the bark of a tree, it indicates that it is a very healthy environment and there is very less pollution. Otherwise, the color of the lichen changes, or at times the lichens are not able to grow on them. Litmus is a water-soluble mixture of different dyes which are extracted from these lichens. What happens when we dip these litmus paper in different solutions? Let us see. Look at the picture. I have taken a basic solution in a beaker. Being colorless, I don't know whether it is basic solution or it is acidic solution or it's purely water. What I do, if I take a red litmus paper and I dip in this solution, the color of the litmus paper changes. Look at it. I'm holding a red litmus paper in my hand and dipping it in the beaker. The color of that litmus paper has changed to blue, thus indicating that the solution in my beaker is a basic solution. What do you think will happen if I dip the red litmus paper in a different type of acidic solution? Well, in an acidic solution, the blue litmus paper turns red, which means the red litmus paper will remain to be red in acidic solution and the blue litmus paper remains blue in a basic solution. While if the blue paper is dipped in acid, it turns red, and the red paper is dipped in basic solution, it turns blue. But do you know there are some type of solutions which absolutely have no effect on litmus paper. So nor does the red litmus paper change to blue, nor does the blue litmus paper change to red, which means the solution is neither acidic nor basic. So then what do we call such a solution as? This time we call the solution to be neutral. No change in any of the litmus paper, red to blue or blue to red is seen in this type of solution. Look what's cooking here. It's an indicator. Do you think it is easy to make a natural indicator? Yes, it is. Do you think you should try it out at your home? Yes, you should. But how to do? Look at the steps. If you want to make a turmeric indicator, you take some turmeric, add little bit of water to make a paste. Little bit of water to make a paste, not a solution. Cut small strips of filter paper. What if you don't have a filter paper? Absolutely fine. Use your drawing sheets. Cut small strips of your drawing sheets. Cover the strips with turmeric paste and let them dry. After that, the paper will turn yellow. It is an indicator paper. It is ready. Dip it into various solutions at home. You already know what is acidic and what is basic at your home. We have studied it in the earlier modules. Go ahead, dip that indicator paper in different solutions and see the change in the color. Record your observations. I need them. Okay, there is somebody else in the class who says I don't like turmeric at all. It is so yellow in color. Fine. You might as well collect rose petals, add warm water to them, let them stand for some time, boil the solution. Now here you will have to take help of your elders. Boil the solution and make a concentrated extract, syrup, rose syrup, something like that. And your China rose indicator or your rose indicator is ready. Okay. Now you go ahead and now this is not on paper, this is on solution. So you'll have to add drop in each, in an acid, in a base and see the change in the color. Now, since the indicators are natural indicators, you may not be able to see evident color change. But if you have followed the steps very well, if you have boiled the solution and made a concentrated extract, then nobody is going to stop your indicators from giving awesome results. Let us see the report card of your indicator and find out whether your indicator has passed the test or no. That reminds me, many a times in English we say this is a litmus test to check a person. Do you think that the person is dipped into a litmus paper or dipped into a litmus dye and then dipped in acid or base? No. But that litmus paper test is generally in literature, it could be used as it's an indicator of how that person might respond. Okay, so this is beyond science. See the report card of your indicators. The red litmus, original color of the paper is red, acid, no change, base, blue. Blue, original color is blue, acid turns red and base, no change at all. Turmeric paper, original color is yellow, in acid, no change. Did you make your indicator? Did you find out whether the acid there was no change in the paper? And in base, it should turn reddish or reddish brown. Your China rose or your rose extract. Original color was red because you boiled the syrup, concentrated syrup. And the acid, it showed magenta. I hope you remember what is magenta color. Okay, it's a tinge of red and purple in it. Whereas in the base, it will turn green. There's one more indicator which I've added in the report card. Red cabbage juice. If you have red cabbage at home, you can prepare that as well. Same thing to what we did for a rose indicator. You have to boil the solution, boil the red cabbage petals. Original color would be purple, in acid it would be reddish, and in base it would be greenish yellow. These two indicators, we will look more about it in the coming videos, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. These are chemical or synthetic indicators, and phenolphthalein, which is colorless, remains colorless in acid, whereas in a base it turns pink. And methyl orange is orange, in acid it will be red, and base it will turn yellow. So, congratulations, your indicator has passed the acid base test with flying colors. Isn't it wonderful?